So, bonjour, hello, buongiorno, trivat. Welcome to the fourth webinar of Thymio in English. We are very pleased to welcome you and introduce you to Thymio Suite and the compatibility with the iPad. Now you already know how we always ask you to turn off the camera and the micro so we can have good internet connection. And please note that we will record this webinar to publish it on the YouTube page and on the webpage of Thymio and Roteco.
So I will explain a little bit the plan of this webinar. It will be divided into three parts. We have the chance to have with us Evgeniia Bonnet, who is the CTO and president of Mobsya Association, and is as well one of the founder of Thymio project, PhD in mechatronic from the EPFL. So you can ask all the technical questions you may have. It will explain step by step how to work with Thymio and program through an iPad. Then Evgeniia Bonnet will demonstrate how to use DPL3, which is the latest programming language for Thymio, and Flora Blanez, who is a learning consultant and digital transformation specialist at A Computer SA, will demonstrate an activity with Thymio programmed with Scratch on the iPad.
Of course, you can always ask your questions in the chat. Sarah will collect them, and at the end, we will have a moment to answer them. And please free, as Evgeniia said just before, to ask your questions in any language, because our team speak French, Italian, English, Russian, and Spanish. And now we have Melissa. She's a teacher, like many of us don't know how to use Thymio Suite, so she will make an interview of Michael. So Melissa and Michael, are you ready?
Yes.
Perfect. It's your 10 minutes of speaking.
Thank you. All right. Well, I'm Melissa and I'm a teacher, and because Mikhail is the expert, basically I want to ask him my biggest question. I need to start and I have a Thymio and an iPad, and now what? But as a teacher, I've broken it down into smaller questions that can be hopefully useful for all of us. So I'll start with Mikhail. How can the iPad work with Thymio, as Thymio has no Bluetooth? I can't figure out how to connect these two.
Okay, so Thymio has no Bluetooth for historical reason and technical reasons. So at the past, we choose another way of communication through wireless. It's a protocol that is called the Zigbee. It's a kind of Zigbee, but we made our own dongles that let Thymio communicate to a computer through a USB key. So iPad have no USB connection. So if you want to connect an iPad to a Thymio, you need a computer between that will make a hub for the Thymio and the iPad.
Okay. All right. Now I know I have to use my computer, but where can I find the Thymio Suite mobile website or app? Is it just for my iPad, my phone, Android tablet?
So for now, Thymio Suite exists for computers. You can download it on the Thymio website. There you have for Mac and Windows and also Linux. And for the iPad, you found the Thymio Suite mobile application in the App Store.
Okay, so now I followed your instructions. I've downloaded the app for my iPad, and I cannot see my Thymio connected on the iPad. How do I solve this problem?
So I will make you a small demonstration. So I will share my screen. So on my screen, I simply launch the Thymio Suite. I have one Thymio connected. I connect it through a wireless dongle that is there. And I have this Thymio that I can see it. On my iPad, if my iPad is on the same network than from my computer, I simply also I will launch it from the beginning, Thymio Suite that was installed. You have these both VPL and Scratch. And if you click on one, you have also the same Thymio that is on my computer. So through the network, automatically, Thymio Suite will detect the computer and show the robot that are connected on.
Oh, great, thank you. Now can I ask, all right, I see how I can prepare it for one student. Can each student in my class have their own iPad in Thymio, and how am I going to manage that?
Yes, it's easy, because if perhaps you have a USB hub like this one, you can put several keys that will permit to have more than one Thymio. So I put it in one Thymio. It's appearing on the Thymio Suite on my computer. And at the same time, it's also appearing on the iPad. What I can do also is to rename the Thymio. So that I can easily find them if I have stickers on the Thymio and or numbers or colors, so that I have also the name that I can see which Thymio I want to connect. Then to launch an application, it's very easy. You choose one of your Thymio and you start the program that is under. You can control if it's, we didn't see here, but there are some icons to control if it's correctly connected. That's even on VPL3 or not Scratch.
Okay, Mikhail, thank you. I can see by what you show me that this is something I can even do collaboratively with my students, maybe in a group of 3 or 4, for example. So that's a nice feature for me as a student, or as a teacher rather. But now I have a question as a teacher. Is it okay if I have a PC and not a Mac as my computer?
Yes. So Thymio Suite is working on Windows, Mac, Linux. You can use the 3 most OS on your computers, and for the tablets, it's now only on iPads. So you cannot have on your phone because it will be too small. But on your iPad, you have a correct screen size. And for Android, it's a work in progress, but it's planned to have also that on Android.
Thank you for sharing. Do you have any tricks, tips, or suggestions as I get started? Maybe some common problems you've seen with people starting up? We always have them a little with technology.
Yes. So this technology to automatically see the robot from iPads to the computer use the Bonjour protocol. It's the same protocol that is used to find your printer in the network. So sometimes in schools, this protocol is blocked. You can ask your IP specialist to unblock this protocol, or sometimes also some firewalls or virus, antivirus system are blocking the Bonjour protocol. It's just let your firewall let turn Thymio Suite or Thymio Device Manager that is used to make all this working.
Thank you, Mikhail, for sharing that. And then I guess always as a teacher, I'm going to ask where I can find some teaching materials for the iPad. And as we get started, I think maybe, Mikhail, I can answer this question where we always have Roteco. If you want to go to the robotic teacher website at www.roteco.ch, it's free to sign up. And I also know that the Thymio book can be downloaded. Can it be downloaded on the Thymio website as well?
Yes, so on Roteco there is a lot of material, and there is also some material on our Thymio website, but now most of the material will be on the Roteco site.
Okay, so teachers can go look for the books there and then continue with their activities with the iPad. Mikhail, thank you very much for your time, for your expertise, and I would encourage the audience, if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Mikhail is the expert and the one we go to when we have questions, so please feel free to ask him. He's there today to do so. Mikhail, thank you.
Thank you very much, Melissa and Mikhail, for this interview. Now we will have Evgeniia Bonnet, and she will talk about, demonstrate VPL3. So Evgeniia, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Sophia. So I'm already sharing my screen. So don't forget that to see at the same time me speaking and at the same time my screen shared with you, you should choose the view option on the top of your screen next to the green line and choose the side-by-side mode. So hello everyone again, and I'm there today to introduce you the VPS3 interface. This interface was developed at the EPFL and was included in the Thymio sheet application this summer of this year. The VPS3 is also available on tablets, so you can program robots from the tablets and from the computer using this VPS3 interface. Now, how to use it? You should like launch your Thymio sheet, and after you will see some icons. One of them is VPS3. Click on it once, and after you will see all robots what you have connected right now to your computer. So I have just one here in my hand, and I will use it right now to show you some example. One time you choose the Thymio to program, click on it and click after on program with VPS3. The VPS3 interface will be opened in your browser. It is similar to the VPL. Who knows it already, you can see a similar interface, but there are different icons, new icons, and some older icons, but they are a little bit different. We will see them today. So on the left side, we have event blocks. They are orange. And on the right side, we have blue blocks. It's blocks of action. And in the middle, we have a line where we can connect these event and action blocks. One event needs to happen, and when it does, one action will be done. So right now, I would like to show you a short example, very fast example. For example, I use this icon when Thymio on its back. In this case, Thymio will turn on the upper lights in red, and after will play a music. The music you can change. You can compose your own if you want. And after, on the second line, I would like to put this icon when Thymio is on its side. Thymio will turn off the top lights. So we just keep this gray choice here, gray settings. Now I communicate the program to the Thymio. Thymio is on my hand here, you can see it. Thymio is white, so no lights turn on. And now you can see Thymio, when Thymio is on its back. In this case, Thymio makes sound and also turns a light in red. And when Thymio is on its side, lights are turned off. So now we will see with you more icons that VPL interface offers to you. You can choose more icons, but also you can install your own interface. To do that, you should click on the setting button here on the upper toolbar on the right, and you can see all icons that you are able to use during your future programming. but some icons are orange, blue, and some icons are gray. So the colored icons are available right now in your interface, but the gray one are not available. To make them available, just click one time on it like this, and again, to remove it from your future interface, click on it again. So a lot of icons here are similar to what we had before in another version of VPL, but some of the icons are new here, and I would like to show two new icons. It is a like variable or state icon. So variable is a new term maybe for you and for some of you, and you can discover this term together with children in class. You will meet this term during the programming and during the course of programming languages every time. So I confirm my choice by clicking on the setting button again, like this, and now we can see these two icons available in my interface. So now I would like Thymio to count till 3. How it's possible? I would like to use this button, and every time when Thymio detects that this button, it's this one, I don't know if, yes, this one, every time when Thymio detects that this button is pressed, we increment a variable to 1. And when our variable is equal to 3, like this, in this case, Thymio turns the upper lights in blue. Let's test. And I add one more icon just to indicate with a sound that the variable increments here, like this. Up. I communicate the program, and now I think you can see my Thymio. 1, 2, 3. Thymio, I don't. Do you see it's blue? Yeah, a little bit. Here we can see that Thymio is blue, so it means that Thymio counted till 3. But if I continue to press the button again, we can hear again this sound. It means that Thymio continues to increment this variable, but I would like to stop it. How to do it? With VPS3, you can add more condition on the same line. And here, for example, I would like to say that when this button is pressed again, but Thymio is already in blue, like this, in this case, we will not increment our variable. So we stay on 0 here. And I would put here one more condition just to precise that when I push the button here, Thymio does not have color by the moment. So let's start. My Thymio is there. 1, 2, 3. And if I push more time, we can see that Thymio does not count anymore. So we created our program. It works. As you've seen, there are more features that you can discover on your own. Unfortunately, today we don't have this time to continue and to go through all options that are available there. But I hope that you can do it on your own with pleasure. So thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much, Evgeniia. Thank you for your presentation and the introduction of VPL3. We have seen that some of you had asked questions on the chat. That's perfect. Continue, and we will take the questions at the end. Okay, so we have seen that you have written some questions. That's perfect. So now we will have Flora. that will introduce some activities with Scratch and Thymio on iPad. So Flora, are you ready?
Yes,
Perfect.
I'm ready.
The floor is yours.
I just share you, yes, my screen with no notes. So now, no, you see my screen with notes, no?
We see your screen now. Yes, with your presentation. Yes.
Yes, great. So hello, everyone. I'm Flora Blanez from Art Computer. So later I was a teacher, and now I'm an Apple professional learning specialist. So I work a lot with students from 7 to 12 years old on robotics, and in particular with the Thymio. I have also trained teachers to use it, and today is the first for me online in English. So please, thank you for your indulgence with my English accent. So let me start by presenting you the Scratch software. Like Michael, you can use it very well without Thymio. Today we can use it with Thymio on iPad, and you open the Thymio Suite app and then click on Scratch and connect your Thymio by clicking on the icon at the bottom on your right. So next, now you see the different blocks to code. To code the Thymio, you will find the block at the bottom, and on your right, the different actions that we will discover. So I will offer you one mission that you could ask your students, and we will do this mission together. Just here, we are a lot of different missions that you could carry out with your students starting with the age of 9. On the right, you have trace the letters of the alphabet, then why not reading a word? And on the left, do geography with them by coding the Thymio to go from one capital to another. You can roll the Thymio through a labyrinth without touching the obstacles. Of course, you can be very, very creative with Thymio. This exercise could be moving around the labyrinth, drawing different shapes. What counts is the challenge. The kids love it. So the possibilities are endless. And next. So for the mission that I will present to you today, I suggest you write a letter of the alphabet with Thymio. As you can see, Thymio has a hole to put a pen and to be able to draw what we program. This exercise is very interesting for students because everyone can choose their initial and all the letters are different to code. So let's go back to my iPad to show you how to code to draw a P. This challenge is for students from 9 years old. It's okay, so just I change my screen and I show you my iPad screen. Okay, it's okay. Yes, now you can see my screen on my iPad. Good?
Yes, yes, we can.
Good, great. So, just, I'm sorry, I just lost my notes. And it's very important for me in English. So you can open the Thymio App Suite mobile. So this is Thymio Suite, like you see, Thymio Suite mobile. Then click on Scratch. And then you can choose your Thymio. I say Michael. And then,
sorry to
yes.
interrupt. Are you showing something on now on the iPad or not?
Yes, because you don't see my screen?
We see your screen, but we don't see
Yes.
when you are pressing the button. We only
Okay, not yet.
Okay, yeah,
This.
yeah, now we see. No, sorry, just before. Now, yes, now, yes. Now we see.
Yes, it's okay?
Yes.
Okay, great, thank you. So you click on the logo Thymio at the bottom on the right. It's okay. And then you can choose to block the start, to start. So you will easily recognize the starter blocks as they are rounded on the top. Like this. I'm sorry, but my blocks are in French, but I'm sure you understand. So I suggest choosing the block with the press center button in the middle, like this. And then you have to choose the block to draw the straight line of the letter P. So I'm choosing the block move 50. And now I can press the center button to see what the Thymio is doing. I show you the video later for the final. Thymio can move forward by 50, and I think for me it's not enough. So I want to draw a big letter P. So I will change the number from 90. Oh, okay, yes, to 300. I would choose the block turn on my left, and I'm applying the number 90. So let me just show turn on my left, okay, and to choose 90. Okay. Then I choose the block advance. So I make quickly the program because students can test and retest, etc., to push the button center of Thymio. Okay, and at the end, just I show you for me the program at the end, and this is it. This is 90 here for me, and this is an angle of 200. And for the last, I just want to advance to 10. Okay, so at the end, for me, the program looks like this, but this is mine. It all depends on the size of the P you want, okay? So no worries. Maybe you don't have the same program, but it's normal because it's your letter.
Flora, sorry, you
yes.
should scroll a bit up your screen on Scratch because we cannot see your programming.
Sorry, you don't see?
Yes,
okay.
Right now we see it. Thank you.
Yes, great. So thanks. And then let me show you just watch. Okay. Just let me show you what the Thymio can do. Okay. Up. They can do. You show. Yes, you see my screen. For example, with test, Thymio looks like this. And this is not good because you see the P, the letter is not, it's not very good. It's too big round. So I retest again, another. And this is a better P. This is a better P. You can make a lot of letter. Maybe you can make this. I try to make a M. You make a lot of rounds, but it's like teacher, and this is a M. So now it's okay for me. Now it's your turn to try. I hope you enjoy this video, this presentation. Thank you very much. And please feel free to share your Thymio challenges and ideas, and take care of yourself. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Flora, for your marvelous presentation. Really, thank you. And thank you for your English. It was perfect. Sarah, so I suppose that we have many questions. So can we pass questions where that you have on the chat?
Yes, I collected many questions from people as well, from others that wrote me privately. Maybe I will start with the first introduction to the how to connect Thymio with iPad. There is somebody who's asking us just now if it is possible to find a tutorial how to connect Thymio with iPad, for instance, right now, or well, from my side, you could take as well this webinar. It would be registered, and you could as well replay as many times as you want to see how to connect. But let's ask this to Michael.
Yes, so there is on the Thymio website on our FAQ, there is a how to program a Thymio with a tablet. I put the link on the chat, and I can share my screen. So this is on the website. You have a small image explaining that you have tablets connected to the same Wi-Fi to your computer, and your computer has several Thymio connected to a USB hub, and then it simply explains launch Thymio sit on your computer, connect the Thymio, or launch a simulator. So this is also working with a simulated robot, and then launch Thymio Suite on your tablet.
Thanks a lot, Michael. This plan it's really worthwhile to see because it gives you really a picture of how it works. I have another question always concerning the tablet. I have a question that says, can we program with only one tablet more than one robot?
No, this is not possible because you have only one picture, and you cannot do that technically.
Okay.
So now BPL and Scratch are not supporting several Thymios.
But from the main laptop, we can see all the bots connected in the same network. And how many bots we can see it? How many robots and maximum?
So normally there is no limit. So you can put, if you have a simulator, you can open a lot of them. But then for practical reason, I will say until 16 robots, it's possible with real robots to control them in a network without too many problems.
Thanks a lot, Michael. That was really good explanation. Right now, we're gonna pass to other question, this time to Evgeniia. Evgeniia, I would like you to show on VPL3, because this is a new programming language, a little bit different from VPL2. And you can choose your own button on VPL3. So I would like you to show how to do it and how to save it.
Yes, so I'm sharing also my screen to show it to you. So as always, we open the VPL3 interface there. It takes a little bit of time. So for example, we are going to the settings here. We would like to choose more icons like this. For example, you can see we have now more icons. And in the settings, you have two new buttons there. So one of them, it's like to have an interface by default. And this one, it's like to save your own interface. One time pressed, we can save our interface like this. And after, for example, we have interface like this. And after, if I would like to see this interface again in my program on my screen, just follow this. Sorry, I was very fast. Follow these steps. You should click one time on this button, and after you need to choose your saved interface.
Okay, that's
now
great.
You can see, yes, now you can see it works.
I have another small question, Evgeniia. For the people that are doing that the first time, the VPL3, and there are some other buttons who are pretty new. So do we have a manual to see
Yes.
what the buttons does and the condition and the action?
Yes, so I'm sharing again my screen. You can go here in this sign, one time click on it. You will be able to read about all new icons. We have this difference between explanation between the difference of event and condition blocks, big and small orange icons. And you can just read and find the icon that you are interested in. And by the moment, for example, we don't have all icons there, but one time you get this icon, for example, available in your interface, the explanation will be added in this FAQ.
Ah, that's great, in real time.
Yeah.
I have another small question for you, Evgeniia. I saw there is somebody who's asking the VPL3. It's a bit different from VPL2. We see there are different size of blocks. What does it mean?
Mikhail, I think he explained a little bit in the chat, but I will repeat. So we have different size of orange blocks, and one size, it's like big size. It means the event block, and the smaller size means the condition. So when this event happens and this condition is like true, in this case, for example, this action will be done.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot for the explanation. This is another news from VPL3 programming language. Right now, a small question to Flora. Which age group do you teach this kind of activity?
Flora, on t'entend pas, ton micro il est coupé.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, students from 9, 10, and more if you want, but from 9 it's good to teach this.
Thanks a lot. Right now I have, if somebody wants to really ask a question directly, they can just write on the chat or maybe just pick up.
Or perhaps, Sarah, I will make a small demo I put on the chat that I will do. So the question was, how can I see the code that is generated by VPL3?
Okay.
So I will share my screen. So I make here a small program. So what can I say? It's first VPL3, the code that is behind, it's not so well nice to read as it was in VPL1, but you can show it. So I make the small code, perhaps also with a button, only using colors, and then launch put it on the robot, and then every time you have something that is sent to the robot, you can watch it in Azeba Studio. So I go in Azeba Studio, I take the same robot that is already connected, I selected it, and and you have a button that it's not programmed with Azeba Studio, but it's observed with Azeba Studio. So connecting to the robot, I have the code that is automatically there that you can show and see. If you want to modify this code, you see here the Thymio is blocked because it's used by VPL3. So if I closed VPL3, I have back the hand on VPL and I can connect directly to the robot, and then I can here modify the code and use it as it was in directly in Azeba Studio.
That's great. Thanks a lot for the explanation, Michael. There is somebody who's asking as well that he bought a Thymio 2 years ago, and he's asking if it's compatible with Thymio Suite right now. Michael, can you explain that all the robots right now, they are compatible as long as you plug your computer in your bot, you will see that it's asking for a firmware update. Just click on a small icon and your bot will be updated. So you can work with all the robots you have, even if they are 3 or 4 years old.
Yes, so the firmware are back compatible to all the robots that we produced until now. So there is no limitation. There's a very few robots that was sold at the beginning that was not compatible with the wireless model, but the firmware is always compatible. So also with the first robot we produced, you can have Thymio Suite without problems.
Thanks a lot. Do you have any other question that you would like to ask to our educators, technical people? You can maybe even unblock your microphone and ask directly here right now. We still have some minutes to go.
No more questions?
No.
Okay, so maybe I will share with you some informations. So I will share my screen. Do you see my screen right now or not?
Yes, we see it.
Okay, perfect. So as you know, we have the Thymio Challenge 2020. All the informations are on Roteco and on Thymio website. So you can go, you can see the categories that we have, the prizes that you can win, how to participate. You have two modes of participation. You can put your activity in Twitter or in Roteco, and all the explanations, as I say, are in Roteco. So in Roteco you have in French, German and Italian, and the English version is in Thymio, right, Sarah?
Exactly. Yes, you can find as well this concours in our website,
so
www.thymio.org.
Because there are a lot of nice prizes to win, and to help you with this contest, we also wanted to give you the information that during this week is the digital days during the weekend, the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And we have prepared you a video with 3 activities, one unplugged, one with VPL, and one with VPL3. And the video is in YouTube. You can go and you have activities that demonstrate some measures, for example, social distancing or the gel contest. So please go and see the video and see what you can, the inspiration that it can bring to you. So that were the 2 last informations that we have. And now we are still 16, so we have one question for you. Maybe you can ask on the chat. We would like to have your advice regarding the hours and the days that we are having this webinar. So the webinar 1 and 2 were in French, always on Wednesdays from 3 to 4. And now we have also the webinars in English, so also Wednesdays from 3 to 4. And we wanted to ask you if you have any idea of how we can reach more teachers. Do you think that they prefer to come on Wednesdays afternoon or maybe another day? So if you have advices to give to us, please feel free to share with us. We are always open to find the best date and hour that suits you. So yeah, nice. We have one answer. So for the Francophone, I think Wednesday afternoon is the best choice. Thank you for your advice. Wednesday is probably good for many teachers. Okay. Do you think that from 3 to 4 it's okay, like we have been doing, or later on? What's your advice? Thank you so much for that. It helps us to know at what time is the best to do these webinars.
Maybe I just will add before we close, you can also feel free to send suggestions for topics you would like covered. We are coming up and coming with these ideas. So we're also open to what the audience is concerned with or has an idea. So feel free either to drop that in the chat or to send that over to Mobsya. We're happy to address your needs.
Exactly. If you would like to see other webinar with other activities for kids, for primary schools, for college, we are really here to hear you, and we're gonna try to do our best. If we don't have any other question, feel free as well to send us emails if you wish. We can close the webinar, and hope you see you next time for the 5th webinar.
Exactly. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.